All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We are the brothers of the Great Millstone, Augusta, Georgia, and Savannah, Georgia camps. Coming at you with a brief, overview of the Southeast regional gathering we just had, the Great Millstone Southeast regional gathering. All right, we just had last weekend. It was a beautiful gathering. It was great, being amongst, like-minded brethren. And, like the brothers were saying, man, it's an inkling, a glimpse of what's to come for all of eternity in the kingdom, man. All right, but before we get started, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in our truth and sincerity. Shalom, peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. The house of David, starting with the 144,000, followed by the 1/3 remnant. Shalom.
Shalom.
So yeah, man, like we said, like we all were saying, man, it's just, it was a great, as you see on the screen, this is a group photo, we took, and brothers was in the spirit, man, being like-minded and seeing that brotherly love, man. It was just, it was beautiful. Throughout Yahweh Shem Shah for, allowing us to gather on this side and get basically as close as this side as we gonna get to the kingdom, man. If one of y'all brothers can grab, if one of y'all bros had anything.
You said what up? You heard something up? Yeah, I'm gonna get that Amos, I'll raise up the house of David.
God.
Cause this what you're seeing. You're seeing the house of David. That's what these devils fear, man. Hey, hopefully we the hopeful elect, man. Like I said, we had this gathering. It was beautiful. The Southeast region. Hey, hopefully we can do it with our apostles, our elders, our bishops. Yahweh Shai. That's the goal, man.
God.
To drink that yum with Yahweh Shai, King David. The 144,000. That's what we hoping for, man. To be a part of this great, gathering.
Yep.
We got a little bit of it this week, last weekend, man.
God.
Beautiful brothers from Tampa, Lake City, Orlando, Miami, the brothers from Alabama, Birmingham, Augusta, Savannah, all us got together. The Bishop Tazawam, a great leader. It was beautiful, man.
God.
This is the house of David, being built in these last days, like the scriptures say, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now hopefully we can endure to the end, But it's beautiful to see, man. Yahweh Shem Shah said he was gonna gather the elect in these last days, and that's prophecy, man.
God.
We was out on the highways and byways in Tampa, brothers was deep, man. And you had these Babylonians going to and fro, not understanding, what was going on, man. Everybody was looking. You had Eve stopping by, choosing.
Yep.
It's beautiful, man. To be in the spirit and to see what's going on, man, to be a part of it, man. Especially.
God.
And I'm gonna get this right quick. This is Amos 9. Let's see, in verse 8. This is Amos 9. Matter of fact, what it is. Okay, Amos 9 and 11. It says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen and close up the breaches thereof.
Yep.
And I will raise up his ruins and I will build it as in the days of old. You got it up.
Yeah, and that's start first and foremost spiritually, man. And it's gonna start on this side. That's why you see brothers, gathering from, like you said, man, from all over the Southeast, Alabama, Georgia, Florida. You know, be it, like you said, be it Tampa, be it Orlando, be it Columbus, Georgia, Valdosta, Georgia, Augusta, Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, you know, Birmingham, Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama, you know what, and what have you, man. You know, this is all, and like you said, Lord willing, we be up that number, man. But hey, just you seeing the tabernacle of David being raised up, man. It's being built right now, the third temple as we speak, man. It's gonna start on this side, first and foremost, spiritually, man. Because you can see, man, just looking at all the brethren, man, every brother that was gathered, man, had the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah on them, man. You can see it on brothers, and you can feel it. You can feel it beaming off brothers, man. Seeping through brothers' pores, man. Like brothers, you can feel that energy coming off brothers, man. That brotherly love, that you know, that hopeful elect spirit, man.
I got a precept out.
Go on.
This is Isaiah 11, verse 10. It says, and in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. And it shall be, like it says, to it shall the Gentiles seek, and the rest shall be glorious. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people.
Yep.
All right. And this is what we're seeing happen. We're seeing the Lord gathering the remnant elect. Okay. The 144,000 hopeful men, women, and children, all right, as well, are being gathered through the 144 elect, man. So, you know, like the brothers are saying, this is, you know, really it was like a heavenly host.
God.
Gathered all in one place. Okay, the Lord, you know, allowed us to come together, and man, the vibration in which brothers was in, you know, just speaking, you know, on the brothers, man, this is what everyone is afraid of, man. All right, but ultimately it's going to be to their either, you know, of course, the whole earth is going to be made better through these men that are being gathered, man. Okay, it says from Assyria, from Egypt, from Pathros, from Cush, from Elam, from Shinar, and from Hamath, and the islands, and from the isles of the sea, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble out the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. And you know, when we were gathered by the, you know, you can see in the picture, it was, you know, it was Northern Kingdom there, it was Southern Kingdom there, you know, and brothers was, you know, basically in the same spirit. You know, having that same mind, you know, of getting out of here, of salvation, all right, of what the earth needs, man. You got it, huh?
Yeah, and like you said, man, it was just beautiful. It was a beautiful experience, man. And I'm a young brother in the truth myself, and this was my first, you know, time being there. And it was, you know, it's just a feeling of comfort, man, and knowing that, hey, we got each other, man. You know, when our hell break loose in our biological families, you know, that's not in the truth, they start to turn on us and demonize us and go along with this world and be against us. Just seeing, yeah, like you look over to the next brother and you see, like, yeah, this brother ready for war. And I mean that spiritually first and foremost, man. Like, yeah, this brother sincere, man. He, you know, and that applies to each and, like I said, each and every brother that was there, man.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord is in these last days, man, gathering, like y'all brother said, man, gathering the elect, the hopeful elect, man. And it was just such a beautiful experience, man. And like brothers was saying, man, not having to worry about is anything unlawful. You know, brothers say, our brothers say is, you know, I done ordered some food. You ain't got to ask brothers no questions. You know, just it was comforting and faith boosting, man. In my humble experience, you know.
Yeah.
Con, if a brother could get well, I get it, and one of y'all brothers can break it down. This is Psalms 133.
133.
Yep. And it's only 3 verses, so I'll read all 3 of them. Psalms 133 and 1. A song of degrees of David. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
Mm. Yeah, and that's what it was, man. It was unity, man. Everybody, like you said, everybody was on one accord, man.
Yeah.
Everybody was in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah. You know, we had one mind, one goal, hoping to get the hell up out of here, man. Hastening the return of our Lord Yahweh Shah, man. Doing what we're supposed to do in the spirit. Lord willing, we keep enduring, fighting a good fight, man.
Yep. Verse 2. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garments. As the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion, for there the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah commanded the blessing, even life forevermore.
Mm. You got it up.
Yeah, so like I said, even there, because it says, for there the Lord commanded the blessing, even life forevermore. And this applies to when the Israelites, when the church was gathered, man. It says that descended upon the mountains of Zion. So hey, the scriptures say, where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I'm in the midst of them. And and sure enough, man, you can feel the presence of Yahweh Shema Shah there, man. Whether we was at the crib, at the Airbnb, or whether we was out on the highways and byways, man, the Lord was with us the whole time. You can feel it, man.
Yeah.
You got it all.
I got one. This Revelation 11 and 4. But I heard you say, you had the northern kingdom there, you had the southern kingdom.
Mm.
Cause you got these people talking about only black, only Judah. They disregard the 12 tribes.
Come on.
Not understanding it's 12 tribes, man. The so-called Latinos, Native American Indians, and Mexicans, man. They are part of this thing, man. They part of the 12 tribes of Israel, man.
Yep.
And Yahweh Shema Shah is gathering us, man. Cause we up under the cursing, man. We've been separated. We discontinued from our heritage. We know who we was. We was fighting against our brothers. Esau, he said he had these movies with Judah and Israel is going at it all the time. With that witchcraft, man.
Yep.
Divine and conquer, man. But here it is in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah. Hey, the Lord is gathering the 2 olive trees, man, the 2 candlesticks.
Come
on. Bringing us back together. It's Revelation 11 and 4. It said, these are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before the God of the earth. And if any, you break it down, one of y'all.
Yeah, man, the sticks representing, and the olive tree representing, the northern and southern kingdom, man. Being those witnesses. You got it out.
It says, Revelation 11 and 5, it says, if any man will hurt them, fire proceeds out of their mouth and devour their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. These have power to shut up heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over water to turn them into blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, man, and it was heavy through the spirit, that the topics that come up, a lot of them during this time is that, we're about to do miracles.
Yeah.
Of course, we know that Esau, the so-called white man's government, he's gonna frame mischief by Allah. Pretty soon doing his work is gonna be demonized to the point where they're gonna try to lay hands upon us. But what? The scripture just said that we have power, that the Lord has given power to these two witnesses. They're not just going to be regular men, any longer. The Lord is going to put the spirit of that hunter on them, man, and make miraculous things happen through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai.
Yep.
That was it on that up?
Yeah, that was it.
I had just to land back off you. I was holding Ezekiel 37 and 15. It says, "Moreover, the word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick, write on it for Judah, write upon it for Judah, for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions, and join them one stick to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand." So that was a miracle that the Lord did, right, in the sight of Ezekiel. But the same miracle is happening here in these latter days, man. Right, that the Lord is making one stick. It's not just one tribe bringing it out. No, it's all the tribes, man, sighing and crying for the abominations.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like y'all brothers going into it. It's beautiful to see, man. It's the house of David, like y'all said, man. It consists of all 12 tribes, man. It's not just a so-called black thing, man. And you couldn't really. You couldn't even tell a difference with, and that it's all the house of David, because like you brother said, man, at this gathering, man, it was brothers of all 12 respective tribes, man, and it was like really we were just one big tribe, the house of David. It was Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom. You couldn't really you couldn't even really feel no difference, so to speak, man. It was like we were all just like literally one people, man, which we are. The nation of Israel is, one people. But, like you brother said, man, it was, Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom bringing it out together, man. And together, man, like you said, Hashai, that's a miracle, man. Now we are one stick, man. Yeah. It's all 12 tribes together, man. Just like, the kingdom, the Lord rent the kingdom, when King Solomon went off. Well, now he's mending that. He's mending the house of Ephraim and the house of Judah, man. Judah and Israel, man.
Yeah.
I think you got it all.
I was just gonna say that why Amos 9:11 said he's gonna close up the breaches thereof.
Yep.
Right. Beautiful. Yeah, and it's only happening under Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay.
Yeah.
All these other movements that have been in the earth to unite. This group with that group, they all have come to naught and are coming to naught.
Yep.
But only under Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is the vibration of the house of David going out, man. And I got a quick precept. This is 2 Samuel verse 3, which just to the land back off the brother, speaking on the house of David, man, because we're seeing the house of Saul. We're seeing the house of Saul come back and play a lot. And we don't get, frustrated and whatnot, but we know that these things must come to pass, man.
Yep.
2 Samuel 3:1, it says, "Now there was a long war between the house of Saul and the house of David. But David waxed stronger and stronger, and the house of Saul waxed weaker and weaker." And the same thing is happening in this realm. Okay, the house of David, all right, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, is waxing strong, man. We're through like you said, man, through unity right? Because you have these camps out here, they don't even have the same doctrine trying to unite. And the Lord never allows them to burn too long, man. You know, they're here today and gone tomorrow, but the Lord has allowed the elders and apostles to actually produce fruit. You know? And we are an example of that. When you look at this picture that the brother's gonna have as a thumbnail, man, it's you know, through the elders, the scripture says they have obtained a good report. Right? And we are the men who heard the report. You know? So hey man, you know, y'all got it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. That's it. Like you said, man. What we had, you know, Saturday on the highways and byways, that was a real unity camp, man.
Yeah.
You know, that like you said, these other camps gathering with different doctrine, there is no unity in that, man. You know, one camp got this mark of the beast breakdown, and this camp got another mark of the beast breakdown. That's not unity, man. That's division. You know, that's not being like-minded. The scriptures say, I beseech you, brethren, that ye all speak the same thing, man. And that's what the hopeful elect is gonna do. And every single brother that was there had the same doctrine, which is the doctrine of Yahweh Shema Shah that's been given to our apostles and elders and bishops, man. You know, you ain't have to worry about, you know, if a brother was off with the doctrine, man, because we knew every brother was on point, man. Because we all speak the same thing, like you said earlier, Malachi. We're on one accord, man. So that was out of the question. That you didn't even have to worry about that.
Somebody come up and ask, "What's the mark of the beast?" You don't hear 8 different answers.
Come on.
You know?
Yeah, I got one real quick. If y'all brothers didn't have nothing. This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 1. In 3 things I was beautified and stood up beautiful both before the Most High and men. And the first one is the key, this the point, the unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, a man and a wife that agree together. So the unity of brethren, man, and that's what you see on your screen, man. The unity of brethren, man. Every brother got each other back, man. What the scripture say? I think that's Ecclesiastes, the 4th chapter. A 2 and 3-fold chain is not easily broken. All right, so each brother is a link to this great chain that is the hopeful elect, man. And that's why, you know, we not, you know, when people come up against us, man, we brothers don't fold, man. You know, see these other camps, man, they got a lot of kinks in their armor. You know, the links in their chain, some are weaker than others, man. You know, that don't apply to us, man. You know, we'll one unit. Now each brother got their own special gift. Every brother got a different gift, but that it all functions for the same body, man. You know, the unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, man. And that's, like I said, you can feel the love, man. You know, brothers got genuine love for each other, man. You know, brothers that even had just met. Of course, we all, you know, Lord willing, we of the elect. We've all met before in the beginning. You know, we was all together in the beginning. So we've already met through the Spirit. But you know, you didn't feel uncomfortable or awkward talking to a brother that you had just so-called met on this side, man. You know, cause you knew his state of mind, man. You know.
Yeah, it was beautiful, man. It was very, very spiritual, man. You know? You know, hey, how about Shema Shah is doing a great work in the earth, man. You know, the Lord is really moving, man, on our behalf, man. You know, he's doing what he said he's gonna do. He's gonna gather the elect.
Yeah.
You know, and dead this place, man. You know, how about Shema Shah about to get us out of here, man?
Come on.
We ain't got too much longer, man. All the prophecies are playing out. You know, like you say, that the house of David is waxing stronger, the house of Saul waxing weaker. You know, the mark of the beast being talked about, UFOs. You know, everything is on time, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it's beautiful to see, man. It's beautiful to be part of. You know, we got great leadership. You know, all we got to do is keep pushing, man. Hey, brothers, we in You know, we're doing a great work, man.
Yep.
You know, this is the greatest work on the earth, man. Like you say, hey, it's gonna be history. You know, a generation is gonna be talking about this, man.
Yeah.
You know, we got the victory over this beast, man. We stood on the front line, man.
Yeah. And that's a beautiful,
You know?
that's a beautiful point that you made, cause, you know, I ain't gonna go into too much details about, you know, some of the conversations brother was having off camera, man. But one that we talked about, I'll just kind of touch on it, that Bishop Atazawam brought out. And that's, for those of you who may not know, that's, Bishop Atazawam in the middle, you know, sitting down with the white shorts and the, camo shirt. But one thing that he was going into, and like you just were making the point out, you know, we got everything to be happy about, man. You know, stop, like Bishop said, man, stop, you know, brothers ain't got to be so, angry, so to speak, all the time, man. Hey, like he said, man, if you believe you about to fly, man, if you believe this gospel, man, cheer up, man. You know, show that brotherly love, man. Help brothers out, you know, be happy, so to speak, man. Hey, like you said, man, we about to go home, man. The Lord about to wrap this thing up, man. We about to get the kingdom. We ain't got no reason to be, you know, angry and of a mad countenance and frowning and this and all that, man. No, man, we got every reason to be joyful, man. Like Bishop said, man, be joyful, man. And that was one of the fruits of the spirit that we went into, you know. Be joyful. We got every reason to rejoice and be joyful, man. Be glad, man. Come on, y'all brothers got it.
I got a precept. This is Philippians 1:25. It says, "And having this confidence, I know that I shall abide and continue with you all for your furtherance and joy of faith, that your rejoicing may be more abundant in Yahushua HaMashiach for me by my coming to you again. Only let your conversation be as it becometh the gospel of Hamashiach."
Beautiful.
Right. So, having the gospel, the good news, man, we have everything to be happy about.
Come on.
But, you know, the Lord have not, you know, Lord, he have not appointed us unto wrath. You know, it says that whether I come and see you or else be absent, I may hear of your affairs, that ye stand fast in one spirit with one mind, striving together for the faith of the gospel. You know, standing together with one mind, you know, in the spirit to bring forth what? The fruit. You know, like we were talking about the fruit of the spirit, to bring forth these things, man. You know, to bring forth the gospel, you gotta have the fruits. Yep. You
know. And it's beautiful to see, man. And you know, and like one of the things Bishop said about that, man, you gotta strive to have all the fruits of the spirit, man. And before we get out of here, like he said, each brother, every person of the elect is gonna check all the boxes for every fruit of the spirit, man. You know, cause like someone with the joy and temperance, and every brother gonna have each one of those attributes of the fruits of the spirit, man. Not just some, you know, not just most of them, but all of them, man.
Yep.
I mean, it's beautiful to see what the Lord Yahweh Shemawashah doing in the spirit, man. You know, like this is a sign that, hey, we almost out of here, man. Cause hey, we didn't have no problems. Every brother got there safely. Every brother got back safely, man. It was a lot of, you know, prayers sent up and, you know, toasting, and it was just all around good time, but it was righteous in the spirit, man.
Yeah. Yep. Everything was in order, man. You know, a lot of respect for each other.
Yeah.
You know, hey, like you said, we had one mind, one mission, man. You know.
Yeah, and
it was beautiful, man.
Yeah, like you said, beautiful, man. And brothers, you know, brothers so humble and selfless, man. It's like you try to do something, and, you know, you like try to clean up or something, and our brother done beat you to it, man. It's like
yeah, we ain't had to worry about that.
Yeah,
everybody was serving each other.
Yeah, everybody ministering, man.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Definitely was beautiful.
Yeah.
Y'all have some?
We can close out if y'all brothers didn't have none. We can close out with what's that?
I
Isaiah.
got one.
You got it. Go ahead, up.
You can bring which one you want? You can get that one, so I'll close out with this. Which one? Which you want? Which you want up?
Oh, you had one or something, Hasha?
No, I thought you had one of them.
Oh yeah, I did. I did. I just wanted Isaiah 34:16.
Okay. You can get that one, then I'll close out with them.
Come on, I gonna get it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, and verse 16. The point is at the latter end of the verse, Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it had commanded, and his spirit it had gathered them, man. And like we said, it's all through the spirit, man. That's what's gathering the hopeful elect, the house of David, man. It's all in the spirit. You know? This how you know that this is a divine work. This is a work of the Lord in itself, man. Brothers are gathering in the spirit, man. You know, and it's beautiful to see, man. You know, because the scriptures also say the spirit bear witness that we are the people of the Most High, man. You know, so it's all through the spirit, man. Now, the physical gathering is going to come, of course, when Yahweh Shah returns on that fathership or so-called UFO. But it's all in the spirit first, man. You know, and we see the spirit moving on each and every brother.
Yep.
Go on, you got it up.
It's SAVANNAH 2:1. It says, gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you, seek ye the Lord, all you meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness, it may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. You know, and that's what you see, and that's what you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Mexicans should be doing, man. You should be seeking Yahweh Shema Shah, coming back to your heritage as being Hebrew Israelites, calling on your true power, Yahweh Shema Shah, so you could be hid in the day of the Lord's anger, man. That's the time we in, man. That's what people don't understand, man. You got the prophets out here on the highways and byways throughout the four corners of the earth, you know, prophesying, you know, very spiritual, you know, and our people, they still caught up in mirth, man. Not understanding that we in some dangerous times. Yahweh Shah about to deliver his elect and destroy everybody else, man. You know?
Yep.
If you ain't got a ticket on those chariots, man, you about to be destroyed in the lake of fire, man. Even if you make it that far.
Yep.
You know? It's a great gathering going on in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. You know, and it's beautiful to be part of, man. It's beautiful to see it, beautiful to hear it. It's beautiful to be a part of it, man. You got it up. Oh, got it.
Yeah, and that's like, hey, that's pretty much the point, man. You know, it was a beautiful spirit-filled weekend, man, and you know, hey, we did pretty much, you know, what we were gathered there to do, man. Brothers got to know each other. You know, hey, we went out to the highways and hedges, and all the conversations were spiritual, man. You know,
yeah.
Every conversation that brothers had, it was tied to something spiritually, man. Yeah. You know, brothers wasn't just having, you know, carnal, worldly, useless conversations, man.
Yeah. Well, you right about that? Yep. Come.
It's like, you know, we have to dumb down our conversations on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? When you gather amongst brethren, you know, it's refreshing to be able to talk, you know, and have an actual conversation about something, you know, something of substance.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malaki, you can close us out if y'all brothers didn't have nothing else.
Hey, Con, you know, so with that, you know, we just wanted to, to speak on this great gathering that we had in the Southeast, you know, this past weekend that just passed, man. It was beautiful. And we want to thank the beautiful brother, the Bishop, Tazawan. You know, everybody, you know, the brothers from Tampa, you know, that hosted this thing, man. You know, everybody that participated, man, that was in the spirit. You know, hey, we just want to say keep pushing, man. You know, keep believing, keep doing what we're doing. You know, hey, the Lord is moving on our behalf, man. He's doing everything He said He was going to do, man. He's gathering His elect through the Spirit, and you know, and He's bringing down our enemies, man. At the same time, man.
Yep.
You know, so just keep pushing, keep believing, stay prayed up. You know, with that, you know, we hope it was edifying. You know, and beautiful. We want to say all praise and adore to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles, elders, great millstone, the bishops. You know, the hopeful elect. You know. Hey, keep pushing, keep believing, stay prayed up, man. We almost up out of here. Shalom.
Shalom. Ababa.
Soon.
Shalom.
Shalom.